Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of our Let's Play series. How are you doing? How's life? Did you know that if I actually manage to finish this episode and upload it, this will be our longest series since April? Shocking, right? No. Anyway, what is the plan for today? Well, I was thinking that we start today's episode by removing all of these. It's going to be fun. One thing that I forgot to mention is that the reason that we're removing the grass and the dirt and we're going to flood the plains is for our witch farm over there, so that it will function during the night, in case you missed the last episode. By the way, I'm actually familiar with the concept of using TNT in order to remove a lot of blocks, but the thing is, this place is mainly 2 blocks thick, and it's just grass and dirt. So I'm like, a shovel is faster. And besides, I'm going to make a city here and I don't want extra holes. So yeah, maybe for the big mountains we will use TNT, but the dirt, I just use a shovel. That's 100 blocks away, because if I move back a little bit, they will despawn. Look. I always used to think that 100 blocks in Minecraft is a lot of blocks, but apparently it's not. It's not even impressive. It was a lot of digging and I think I had enough digging for one day. And I want to work a little bit on decorating our witch farm. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Just as a small clarification, they did not despawn, they were just out of render distance. So it's not 128 blocks, but yeah, it's close enough. Besides, I'm not going to AFK on top of the farm itself, I'm going to AFK probably somewhere over there. So they will not be spawning. I hear witches. Nice. I know what you're going to say. Lush, why did you make the same building twice? Because that is basically this one. Yes, I would beg to differ. That one has 1 staircase, this one has 2. That one's way smaller than this one and it's going to have a different building on top. Well, in all honesty, I did not know how to hide a giant 21 by 21 by 21 cube without making another pyramid. Also, I think it does make a bit of sense to have more than one temple, because if you want to call that the Grand Temple, you need another temple to compare it with. If you have only one temple in your city, then it's just called the temple, not the Grand Temple. So we needed a smaller temple. I hope it makes sense. It doesn't, but you know, I'm just hoping. So how do I want to do this? Well, I'm thinking it's going to be 11 by 7, then the door goes here, maybe a 3 wide door, why not? Then we might change the corners with acacia, then we put a bit of dark prismarine and it looks really bad. I don't know, is it too much? Maybe I should make the roof and then decide? I'm not— whoa! It was a very manly scream. The roof is just bad. Really bad. Well, it's finally done and I'm relatively happy with this. It looks decent enough, I guess. Anyway, I was very hesitant to use the acacia planks or the stairs up there because of the color, but then I realized I'm using the acacia log and you see the color anyway, and I was looking for something like a red hardened clay so that we give it a little bit of color variation, and I think the acacia planks do the job, because otherwise everything will look gray. The problem is I have never been an Aztec, so I have no idea how an Aztec house should look like. I'm basically building it out of memory, what I saw in documentaries, or even Age of Empires. The last thing that I want to build here for today is that I want to make a small AFK house just in front of the witch farm for myself, so that I can AFK there without being harassed by zombies or other creatures. So let me make that, then I'll see you in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my humble abode. It's basically my AFK hut when I'm AFKing for the witch farm. But anyway, I'm not gonna live here, I am going to live in Valhalla, next to my father, Odin. So, my purple bed, because purple is my favorite color, and why wouldn't it be? It's the most beautiful color ever. And do we have extra shulker boxes? I'm guessing you're full, right? Yeah. Okay, do we have shells? No. Oh, I have an extra elytra with mending. Doesn't have unbreaking. Okay, that's fine. So ender chest for now. The rest we'll add later, and I'll take one with me. Actually, before we go, there is one important thing that I forgot to do. I was reading the comments on the last episode, and Casual Craft and Ellie Jones were suggesting that, do you remember that star pattern that we made for the witch farm? They said remove the glass and use fence posts, fence gates. Yes, those things. Remove them and replace them so that the witches would drop faster. And we just need to shut you down. You're off, right? No. It should get off. Yeah, you're offline, so I can get out. We just need to replace the glass with fence gates. Yes, fence gates. You know, I just realized something incredibly stupid. In order to replace them, I actually have to go inside. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of that. I need torches. Yes. The fun part is, I don't see anything. Thank you. He fell. Okay. So I can get... Oh, come on. Yes, perimeter has been secured and we can just start removing these guys. I ran out of spruce. Well, I replaced them all, they're all open, and don't worry about the torches because water will wash them off anyway. So let me go and reduce the pulse extender and hopefully this thing will work faster. And we just cover everything. I reduced the timer and it seems to be functioning very well. So let us go and see. Another tip that I got from the comments was that I should put glass panes here so that sugarcane would not land on the dirt. So I'm in the process of doing that, and I think this is the last module. Well, this is also complete on both floors, and I actually saw it in action. The sugarcane hit the panes and fell down, and I'm very happy about... I missed one. As I was saying, I'm very happy about this. I came here to repair my elytra because I realized with the durability left on this thing, there is no way I would reach the end portal, because it's almost 1200 blocks away and still I have to fly like 200 blocks to reach the enderman farm in order to repair my tools. We need to fix that. I'm thinking of linking nether portals to the stronghold and, I don't know, making a track to the enderman farm because I'm always afraid of flying there. So, let us repair this and fix our problem. I just realized we need obsidian, and there was no way that I was going to do that without a beacon. We have 2 stacks of obsidian plus 8, and that's going to be enough for a while. Well, I had to travel to the end portal because I need the coordinates of this location, because I want the nether portal to be here. This is where I want the nether portal to be in the overworld, which is right next to the end portal. And if we divide that by 8, that's almost the coordinates of the nether portal that we have to make in the nether. If we adjust those coordinates by deducting the coordinates of our current nether portal, that's the coordinates that we have to be in the nether. 169 by minus 150. Okay, so this is the location that we were looking for. Let's hope it works. Okay, we are in a dark oak forest. That's a good sign. Where is the portal? I'm off. I'm way off. Since our main portal is at spawn, I just removed the adjustment that I made. Maybe this works. Where do you take me? Oh yes! It actually worked, okay. We didn't need to adjust. So there are millions of strongholds in the world and I can find another spawner. Honestly, I was thinking that the path through the nether will be much more safe, but yeah, it's going to be terrible. I'll need to fix this. I want to tell you guys a very small story today. I'm afraid of flying. Whenever I sit in a plane, the only sentence that I say is that we're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're dead. Oh no, we're just landing. And I promise myself that I'll never get on a plane. In this game, I have to fly. So what does a person who's afraid of flying has to do in order to overcome his fear? He should fly, right? He has to face his fears. In the overworld, I don't have a problem with flying because even if I fall from the skies, I just respawn, go gather my items, and everything is perfect. In the end, it's a different story because there's nothing down there. except void. It's like falling into a black hole. So I had to come up with this. It's anticlimactic, I know, because it's a long journey. Hello. And this is my solution to my stupid fear of flight. Because I had to make this platform super huge because I was afraid of landing here, and eventually, because I was still afraid, I would have just splashed into this window and fell like a pigeon onto the platform and took huge damage. And every time I wanted to go back home, well, it was a mess. But now, it's awesome, right? No. Anyway, I thought we can start making a few changes here and maybe set up an enchantment table as well. Do we put it here? Yeah, why not? And this is our enchantment station in the end. And some decorations, yes. Anyway, I also made a few changes here. For instance, I made this piston so that whenever I want to farm them, I can gather them there, and whenever I don't need them, they can just go to hell and not annoy me. I also installed a few droppers as trash cans, and I discovered this by accident. If you place two observer blocks facing into each other, then you actually make a very fast redstone clock. So it just drops the extra ender pearls into the void. Another thing that I did is that I used magma blocks here for around 30 blocks because they cannot teleport more than 30 blocks anyway, so that they're at half a heart, and whenever they teleport, they just teleport here and die. I didn't want to use water everywhere. There's water on the roof here, but nothing over there. And I wanted to use trapdoors so that I can run very fast here, but then I realized trapdoors are expensive, so we can just use a boat. This enchantment session was amazing. That was a very good investment of 4 hours of my life. Anyway, I did manage to make an extra pickaxe, extra shovel, extra axe, and this one needs mending. And yes, I do have an enchanted shears which has efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and mending. I thought with a haste 2 beacon I should be able to mine vines faster, but yeah, that doesn't work. And I did not know that. We have to take you to... I thought we should work a little bit on the villager trading hall so that I know which villagers I will have and which kind of farms do I need. I have a good news and a bad news. The good news is, if I get up there, I have a zombie who negotiates prices. The bad news is, he should be here, not there. And I do have tracks, so can I push the minecart? No, not exactly where I wanted him, but I guess we can use a piston. So can you please move 1 block? And another one. Yes. And one more time. Yes. The ideal location. Okay, I just realized I have a stupid track down there and I need to remove that. Yes, we're safe. Now that the price negotiator is in place, all we need is to drop 1 villager down there. They will negotiate prices and the villager will be converted into a zombie villager. And once that is done, we need to power that track in order to take him to another station where we will cure him. How do we power that track? So we need to try and see if it works. Can you please go in the minecart? No, don't go. Oh, okay, that is good. How do I open that? Complications. Go in. Yes, perfect. It should be here. Oh, I broke a track. Oh my god. Okay, now it's fixed and let's try this again. Okay, so he's on his way up again and let us go and see. You're not in the correct spots. Is he moving the minecart? I thought they're not supposed to move the minecarts. Actually, it's working fine. The zombie was just tracking me and not the villager. When I moved, he died. Okay, we have another test subject, and if I can get him through, it would be lovely. Go. Thank you. Okay, this is... Why are you killing them? Well, this time it worked. And he got off. So apparently he is supposed to stand up when he's converted into a zombie villager, and that gives us an opportunity in order to actually try to detect when he gets converted. So if we put an observer block there and a string in front of it... When he stands up, he will activate the string and we get a redstone signal and we can power the rail. We just need to do wiring. My villagers have been busy. Look, all of these children from like 2 parents. I don't know what I've been feeding them. Anyway, I've been also busy, not like this, but I've been busy building, and welcome to the price negotiating department of the Temple of Doom. And upstairs we have our primary price negotiator, who is not a cat, a zombie. Before I start explaining how this thing works, because it's actually very different, I missed the bricks. It's very different from other people's villager breeder and trading hall, because I did not want to copy someone else's design, and I was like, I also suck at redstone and rails. Hi kitty. Anyway, the point that I wanted to make is that if you remember, villagers were sometimes dying when I wanted to convert them into zombie villagers, and the reason for that was very simple, but I did not know that. Apparently, I was playing on normal difficulty, and if a villager is bitten by a zombie on a normal difficulty setting, then there's a 50% chance he doesn't survive. So if we play on hard, like now, then there's always a 100% chance that he will be converted into a zombie villager so that we can cure him. So now let's go through the process, and we should start from down here. Obviously, we are going to need a candidate for the zombification process, and I already have one in a minecart, and I just have to get him out without hitting him. Please work. Okay, he's out. So I drop him into water, like so, and he will fall down. There's a piston which pushes him into the water flow, and he will swim up. There are also water gaps there so that he can breathe, so he won't die. And by water gaps I meant air pockets. Anyway, he will come up here through the water flow and he will drop in front of the zombie, and he's already converted. The good thing is that when you don't have the villagers in a minecart, the zombie can actually pathfind to the villager and attack him faster. So now that we have a zombie villager, we press the button, he falls down to the lower floor, and we can go and start processing him. I have a dispenser here filled with potions of weakness, and I do have a dispenser here which has golden apples inside. And when we press the button, he will be hit with the potion, and we will get an apple, and we feed it to him. And we can also name him, for fun. Oh, he just converted. Okay, that is good. I do have some shulker boxes here, and I want a farmer. So we put the composter, and he converts. And I want a guy who buys carrots and potatoes, not beets. I hate beets. Change. Wrong time of the day? Yeah, the sun is setting, so I have to wait. Yes, he lost his profession, so we do this again, and what do you sell? That's actually not that bad. But I don't want bread. Maybe I want bread. Yeah, we keep him. So we just lock his trade by trading with him, and then we can send him back to the zombie. Before I send this guy to the zombie again, I should probably explain how this thing works. So I do have a lever here, I do have a lever here, and they are hooked up to pistons. And those pistons control a water flow which determines which path the villager should take. So I do have a source block of water here, and I do have an extended piston here, which by default it will be extended so that the villager cannot go to the villager trading hall. And when the villager falls down, he will go back into the main water flow and go back to the zombie. And whenever I'm done with him and we have good prices, I will just retract this piston, extend this one, so the water will flow this way and the villager will go to the trading hall. So let me just do that and send him to the zombie again. And for that, you have to be closed, you have to be open. So he will go to the zombie. And if we wait, he should be arriving any second. Yes. Awesome. And we push him down again. And that happened. It's okay, because I just have to do this several times. He will fall anyway. And obviously we cure him again. And wait, this guy is cured again, and I will send him back to the zombie until his first trade is 1 potato for 1 emerald. And I pressed the wrong button. Now this guy's first trade is 1 potato per 1 emerald, and now we can send him to the villager trading hall. So we close you and we open you and we drop you. Bye bye. And he just swims up until his trapdoor, and we just open it for him. And he will fall into his chamber. And here is his workstation. And the best thing with a farmer is his last trade is golden carrots. This is so nice. And we start the process all over again. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our first farmers. Lucas, 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 and crafting table. Awesome. Alright guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode, but before we do that, I just wanted to explain something. So, I get a lot of comments and messages on Discord that what happened to your modded series, and I'm here to explain that. Hi. So, Sky Factory 4 is done because the way that I edit the videos, the last episode will be like 5 minutes and I'll be like, here are the singularities, here are all the pristine matters, and we're done. And that's not an episode. And it's just a waste of time. So, Sky Factory 4 is over. Project Ozone I would love to continue, but it's hyper laggy. it's just lag. I tried to pay attention to aesthetics and I'm paying for it. When I go to the world, I can play for 45 minutes, then I just have to restart the client, wait another 45 minutes for it to load, and you know, it's just bad. One day maybe I could finish it, but I don't know when. FTB Interactions has another problem. I cannot skip the nights and I have to spend, I don't know, 16 to 20 hours just to make a 20-minute video, and the progress in that video is also not that much, because I'll be like, here's a block. That's it. So I'm not sure if I have to continue that as well, and I do not want to reduce the quality of our videos. I mean, I don't want to just walk and talk and say, hey, here's a block, and this is how you craft it, blah blah blah. I want to say, here's a stupid machine which I made, which looks nice. And in FTB Interactions, I can't really do that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.